And he is a mainstay in the starting five for Oregon. The transfer from Stanford, Brandon Angel. Head coach Dana Altman in our Toyota Coaches Corner interview highlighted him and said, been very helpful for us to get him involved more. He said part of the reason Oregon's been improved so much lately is getting guys into spots where they're more comfortable and they can thrive more. And that includes Brandon Angel, getting him more opportunities with the ball. And he's been really just so effective all over the floor. 11 points per game, and he's 44% from three. It's not that often you get a guy at 6'9" the way he can shoot the ball and stretch the floor for the Ducks. And, of course, inside for Oregon, the starting center at a Central Point, Oregon, Nate Biddle. The guy that has taken full advantage of this opportunity this year. Biddle, an injury-riddled, frustrating season last year. He's back healthy this year. Man, has he been good. Biddle averaging 14 points per game, more than 9 rebounds per game, and better than 2 blocks per game. He's top 4 in the Big Ten in blocks and rebounds early on this season. And he rounds out the Oregon starting five of Jackson Shelstad, TJ Bamba, Jadrian Tracy, Brandon Angel, and Nate Biddle. Those are our Safeway starting lineups. Safeway, the official grocer of the Oregon Ducks. And now we're just a few minutes away from tip-off. Chris Clayton here with you from MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Oregon football in action right now at Autzen Stadium. Middle of the third quarter, 28-14 lead for the Ducks over the Washington Huskies as Oregon tries to finish off a 12-0 season. The intro video for each team has been played. The starters are being announced here now over the PA for Alabama. Let's see if Oregon can find that efficient success offensively that they've been so good with the last few games. Another thing that's really stood out for Oregon, you talk a lot about depth and player and teams having a lot of different weapons and talent, but you've got to be able to take advantage of that talent and share the basketball, get the guys in their spots where they thrive, and Oregon's been able to do that. One way to measure that is assists per shots made, right? So how many of your shots are assisted? Are you really sharing the ball and setting up your teammates? Well, Oregon is. They're top 50 in the country. Despite Oregon's tough schedule they've had this year, they're top 50 in the country in terms of assist percentage, ratio of shots assisted. Among power conference team, they're in the top 20. So the Ducks continue to share the ball, get themselves easy shots, and they hope to do that again here tonight at the MGM Grand. And close to tip-off now as the starters have been announced. Oregon's out on the field, on the court. They're huddled, have a quick discussion. They're going to have to wait a couple minutes for TV to get ready for tip-off here. Oregon's ready to go, but they'll go back and reconvene with Dana Altman to have a little discussion here for a couple minutes. Our tip-off, when it does happen, is brought to you by U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of the Oregon Ducks. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. This will be the 6th ever matchup between Oregon and Alabama. The Ducks are 3-2 all-time against the Crimson Tide. Played last year, played in 2016 and 15, and in 2003 and 2008. And now they face off again here in 2024.
If you're rolling with the Alabama Crimson Tide, make some noise!
Our tip-off, if you're just tuning in, has been delayed from the initial time of 6:36 p.m. We'll tip off right at about 6:56, so 20 minutes late because the third place game prior to this one went into overtime between San Diego State and Houston. But now that's behind us, and we're just about ready to go. As Oregon takes the court in their yellow uniforms with Ducks written in green across the front and green numbers against Alabama in their white uniforms with Alabama in that crimson across the front and crimson numbers and stripes. The Ducks starting Shelstad, Bamba, Bam Tracy, Brandon Angel, and Nate Biddle. It's LeBaron Philon, Mark Sears, Latrell Wrightsell Jr., Grant Nelson, and Clifford Omori for Alabama. The ball is tossed up at midcourt, and Omori wins the tip there against Nate Biddle and gets the opening possession for Alabama. And we're underway here in the Players Era Championship in Vegas. Mark Sears comes off a screen to the free throw line, bounces out to the corner, and a drive inside from Philon. He missed a shot. Offensive rebound, though, for Alabama. Quick pass out to Sears. His long three is off the mark. So nothing doing there for Alabama. The Ducks get the defensive rebounds. Shellstad passes back to Bamba on the perimeter. Now up top to Tracy. Swing it left wing to Angel. Looking inside. Bounces down to Bamba, left short corner. Posting up. Spins. Trying to pass it off to Biddle, but it's knocked out of bounds by Omori. And the Ducks will have it on the baseline. Scoreless, 38 seconds in with 14 in the shot clock. Bamba will throw it in with the basket to his left. Gets it into Tracy in the corner. Chuck it up to Shellstad up top. Shot clock now down to 8. Shellstad working on Sears to the elbow. Down to the corner to Angel. Baseline drive with 4 on the shot clock. Got to get rid of it. Spins. Bounce pass. Shellstad. Floater. No. And the rebound for Grant Nelson in Alabama. Gives it up to Sears, who jogs it into the front court. Down to the corner. Catch and shoot 3. Wrightsell knocks it down. Got a really good look in semi-transition, and Alabama's up 3-0 just over a minute in. 42% three-point shooter. That leads the Crimson Tide. Do not want to leave him open, and the Ducks pay the price. Shellstad with the ball in the right wing. Up to Biddle. Swing it to Angel. Now he gives it off to Tracy. Comes off a screen. Back to Biddle. He'll pop a 3, and it's off the mark. Just a little off to the right there with the right trajectory. Alabama's got the rebound to Philon, the freshman, driving. Euro step. Kick out. Nelson pass to the corner. Wrightsell another 3 off the mark. Rebound tapped to the corner. Alabama's got another offensive board. That's their second of the game. Philon with it in the corner. Picks up his dribble and gives it off to Nelson. Grant Nelson, the fifth-year senior out of North Dakota. Now they go way outside to Wrightsell up top. Shot clock at 8. Drives the lane. Lost the handle, but a foul called against the Ducks. And it is a shooting foul. So Latrell Wrightsell Jr. will get himself to the free throw line for number 9 Alabama. And the foul is tagged against Jackson Shellstad. 3-0 Alabama leads with 18-12 to go here in the first half. And the first free throw is good for Wrightsell. Oregon basketball sponsored by Pepsi, Bigfoot Beverages, and the Pepsi Go Ducks Game Day app. Download the app, follow the Ducks, go Ducks, drink Pepsi. And Wrightsell makes the second. He's able to rattle it in and give Alabama a 5-0 lead. Inbound to Shellstad, who works it over the timeline. Give it to Angel up top. Now back on the left side to Bamba. Jabs, trying to drive, but gets rid of it to Biddle, just outside the right elbow. Bounce pass to the cutting Bamba, who lays it in. Nice pass by Biddle, and Bamba gets it to go. 5-2, 17:50 to go in the first. Sears off a screen to Wrightsell. And Higgle back to Sears, way out up top, working on Shellstad. Gets to the rim, kick to the corner to Philon. Fakes, drives, travel. Good help defense by Oregon, getting Philon off balance, and they force a Crimson Tide turnover. And that's the second Alabama turnover. And turnovers was an issue for Alabama on Wednesday in their win over Rutgers. Head coach Nate Oates actually said that was a big point of concern for him. He's got to take care of the basketball. Alabama had a season-high 20 turnovers in the win over Rutgers Wednesday. Ducks ball down 5-2, 17:32 to go in the first half. Angel on a post-up. Inside from the block. He's fouled by Nelson. And Angel gets himself to the free throw line. Nice physical attack from Brandon Angel. Grant Nelson got a little out of position off the spin move and committed the foul. And Nelson, such a versatile, important piece of this Alabama front court. I'd love to pick up some fouls on him. That's his first. Angel to shoot 2. Drills the first, and it's 5-3, 17:28 to go in the first. Angel has been terrific at the line this year, 89% coming into this game. And Angel is good, 2 of 2, and Oregon has scored 4 in a row, 5-4. here in the first half. Sears trapped in the backcourt by Bamba, and Shelstad got to get rid of it to near midcourt. They're still in the backcourt, though, with Aiden Holloway, who just subbed in, and then they get up to the front court, lob it up to Amori, who hammers it home. So Alabama beats the press with the dribbling of Aiden Holloway, and they get a quick pass up to Amori under the hoop for an alley-oop slam. Oregon trying to answer with an Angel three. He missed it. Biddle's got the offensive rebound. Oh, he missed the putback. Right at the rim, and the lefty shot didn't go in. Alabama with the rebound. Lob it ahead to Amori, who hammers it home again. Holloway with another alley-oop, and Amori's got back-to-back slams. It's 9-4 Crimson Tide. Well, that's why Clifford Amori is shooting 81% from the field. Jams like that right at the cup. Ducks down 5 with the ball. Shelstad driving to the rim. Hangs, misses. Biddle with a putback hammer. Jams it in with 2 hands, and it's 9-6. Both teams pushing it. Ducks sticking with this press, trying to get out of Sears' hands. He throws in the front court up to Holloway. Now to Nelson. Takes the baseline, throws it back up to Sears. Long three. Bang. Mark Sears drills the triple, and it's 12-6 Alabama. 39% three-point shooter in his career. He's made 251 threes in his career in his 5th year. There's a lob down to Biddle for the Ducks, and he lays it in. He got positioning, and Bam Tracy lobbed it into Biddle for the layup. It's 12-8. Under 16 to play here in the first half. Alabama with the lead in the ball. Amori with the ball in right wing. To Sears. He'll pop a long three off the handoff. Missed it. Fighting for the rebound. Punched out of bounds by Nelson. It's Oregon basketball. Coming out of the media timeouts. Woof. Up and down action. Bama getting a couple easy shots on alley-oop jams, but Oregon going toe-to-toe right now with number 9 Alabama. When the holidays get real, start at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where you'll find amazing Cyber Monday deals on everything you need all in one place so you can focus on the moments that matter. Kohl's, where families come first. Coming out of the media timeout, the first here in Vegas, it's Alabama 12, Oregon 8 in the Players Era Championship on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza.
Thank you. But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Hey, mighty Oregon fans, get ready to make some noise with the McDonald's Game Day Bundle all season long, exclusively in the McDonald's app. Score big for your whole squad with the Cheeseburger Pack, featuring 2 classic cheeseburgers, 20-piece chicken McNuggets, and 2 orders of the crispy golden medium fries you love, all for just $14.99. How's that for a W? Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024 U.S. Bank.
Back at MGM Grand Garden Arena, Alabama 12, Oregon 8 out of the first media timeout. The Ducks and the Crimson Tide playing for the Players Era Championship here. Safeway is the official grocery partner of the Oregon Ducks. Stop by Safeway to play the Score Big sweepstakes and enter for a chance to win great prizes such as duck gear or season tickets. Well, talking to Dana Altman earlier today about this matchup, one thing he said is that do not want to see a game in the 90s as it was last year in Florida when these teams faced off. It was a 99-91 win for Alabama. Not to say the Ducks want to make it a Virginia-style game, if you will, where they're walking up and down the court, but it certainly doesn't want to see it in the 90s. He said the way Houston played them, the regulation being in the 70s would be ideal. And so far, for the most part, the Ducks are doing a pretty good job defensively, but Alabama with a couple transition alley-oop jams. That is much more their style and a big reason why they average 90 points per game. Let's see if Oregon can clean up some of that transition defense. Bama shooting 50%. The Ducks at 38%. Out of the media timeout, it's Ducks basketball. Shellstad has it up top to Bamba, left wing. Fakes, drives, mid-range J off the dribble, hits it. Bamba, just a composed pump fake, couple dribbles, drilled the mid-range J from the free throw line extended left side. And it's 12-10 now. Tap pass to the corner. Alabama with a quick three. It's off the mark from Aiden Sherrill. Fight for the rebound, and it's a foul against Alabama. So Sherrill just subbing in, the 6'10" freshman, launching up a three there for Alabama. The Ducks have Bam Tracy, Jackson Shellstad, DJ Bamba, Brandon Angel, and Nate Biddle on the floor of the starting five. For Alabama's Philon Holloway, they just subbed in Jaron Stevenson. Sherrill and Darren Reed also just came in. On the right wing, Tracy comes off a screen to the free throw line. Step back, Jay. Got it! Bam, Tracy off the bounce. Sticks the midi, and it's 12-all. Quickly in transition. Quick three-point attempt. Philon for Alabama, and he's got it. Bama gets their third made three of this game, and they're up 15-12 now. 14:48 to go in the first. Tracy give it up to Shellstad. Looking towards the middle, goes up to Biddle. Thought about the three, but hands it off back to Bamba. Comes off a screen. Takes the mid-range shot. Bamba missed it short. Rebound, tapped around, a fight for it, and a foul called. It's against Oregon. So the Ducks now committing 2 fouls so far this half, 2 on Alabama. And Oregon goes to the bench for the first time today. The sharpshooting Keyshawn Barthelemy subs in. He's coming off a season-high 16 points on 3 made threes on Wednesday. Shellstad, Tracy, and Angel go out. For Oregon, it's Kwame Evans, Raheem Moss, and Barthelemy into the game. And here's Aiden Holloway with possession for Alabama. Goes back to Philon. He drives the lane, gets the cup. A miscommunication on the switch, and Philon lays it in. It's 17-12 Alabama. 14 to go in the first half. Barthelemy comes off a screen to the elbow. Trying to drive inside. Floater off glass. Missed it strong. Evans with a rebound. Lost it, though. Had it ripped away. Kind of a slight bobble there and tipped away by Stevenson, the sophomore for Alabama. Goes back to Philon up top. Coming off a screen. Holloway drives. Dishes. Left wing three ball. There from Sherrill again, and he missed it. Back-to-back misses on his last 2 3-point attempts. He's now 2 of 10 from behind the arc of the season. I don't think any Ducks will have any problems with him launching up threes compared to the rest of the guys. A drive inside. Bamba with a floater is good. TJ Bamba turning the corner and making a floater through contact, and it's 17-14. Off a screen, Holloway to the elbow. Bounce pass to Sherrill. Working on Biddle. Falls down, and that's a travel. Well defended by Biddle. Just put his hands straight in the air. And that is another Alabama turnover. That'll be their third. The Ducks, meanwhile, have not committed a turnover yet in this game. And a big part of their success this season is taking care of the ball. And Oregon's certainly doing that. Mohamed Diabate subs in for Alabama. Aiden Holloway goes out. So the Crimson Tide with a very big lineup here. A lot of length and height on the floor. Bamba has the ball for Oregon on the left wing. Ducks down 3 with 13-18 to play in the first half. 17-14 the score. Bamba jabs, drives right down the middle. Physical attack, missed it. Fight for the rebound on the floor. And it's picked up by Alabama. Supreme Cook, by the way, just subbed in for Oregon as well. Here's an attack the other way by Darian Reed, and a foul is called against Oregon. A blocking foul against the Ducks. And the foul goes against Barthelemy.
The coach component. You're not the first father-son coaching, player tandem to ever in any sport. But what's it been like?
First of all, it's been a blessing to be with my youngest son and to experience what I'm experiencing as a head coach and him as a player and us together has been a blessing. I couldn't have written a script for this. This has been remarkable. God is so good when you have the opportunity to coach your son. And I'm dad, when I have to be, but I allow Coach Clyde and him to give
If you know your party's extension, press or say 1. To leave a message in our company mailbox, press or say 2. Spoiler alert, it will be full.
Representative.
Would you speak to your mother in that tone?
Speak to a real human being.
You shouldn't need to shout into the void to get your health insurance questions answered.
Pacific Source Health Plans. This is a real person. How can I help you?
Human service, not automated phone trees.
You're listening to Duck Basketball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
D&D, that means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Back at MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, the Ducks and Alabama playing for the Players Era Championship. Oregon coming into this game 7-0. Alabama is 6-1, but they have blitzed through this tournament with impressive wins over 6th-ranked Houston and Rutgers. And Oregon is in for a challenger. Both teams are. It's been a great game so far, back and forth. Alabama shooting 50%, the Ducks at 41%. Out of the timeout, Angel drives middle of the key, working on Nelson. Steps through, scoop layup off the mark, and Nelson rips down the rebound. And then a foul, a reach in against the Ducks. Deep in the backcourt against Angel. So Oregon's committed 5 fouls now with 11:31 to go in this half. And for Angel, that's his second foul. And he's going to have to sub out. Kwame Evans is coming in for him, and Dana Altman having a discussion with Angel about that foul he committed deep in the backcourt on his second. One of the key front court pieces in foul trouble for Oregon. Sears lobbing inside for Amori. Nice catch inside the block. Puts up a shot, missed it. Nelson with a tip putback for Alabama. That's 3 offensive boards now for Alabama, and it's 22-16. Oregon has it with Evans up top. Back to Barthélemy on the left wing. Barthélemy looks towards the hoop. Jabs, goes left, pulls into a mid-range jumper, drills it right over the 6'10" Grant Nelson. Barthélemy drains it, 22-18. Sears driving, stopping outside the right block, dishing back to Nelson on the outside. Nelson thought about the 3, now goes to Sears in the corner. Working on Moss, falls down, a foul called on Moss. So a little contact there, but could have been a travel, could have gone either way. That time it's called against the Ducks, and that does not bode well for Oregon. That's the Ducks' 6th foul. So Alabama in the bonus, the final 10:48 of this first half. Baron Philon to inbound. He leads Alabama in scoring with 8 points in this game. He's 3 of 3 from the field. He whips it into Sears, left wing. Pretty good look at a 3, and he missed it off the back of the iron. Skying for the rebound, Moss and Philon, and the number 0's hustling forward in the air. Moss able to win it for Oregon. The Ducks have it now in the front court with Tracy up top. Between the legs dribble, steps into a 3, off the mark. Skying for the rebound, Cook, but it's knocked away from him from behind by Amori, and it's Alabama basketball. Sprinting in the front court with Philon. Puts on a crossover move. Pulls off by Tracy. Back out to Amori, who then hands it off to Philon. Drives middle of the key. Floater in traffic. No, but a foul called. And LeBaron Philon to the line to shoot 2. A prolific freshman guard, Philon. Not only does he have 8 points in this game, a couple of rebounds and assists. And he's at the line shooting 2 now. He was the ESPN number 30 overall recruit in the country. His final year at Barker High School averaged 35 points per game. Played a year at Link Academy after that. Oregon making a couple changes. Moss and Cook go out. Bamba and Shellstat in. Barthélemy, Biddle, and Evans remain on the floor for Oregon as well. 23-18 Alabama, 10-19 to go in the first half. Philon, 72% free throw shooter. Missed the second. In and out, and Evans has the rebounds. We'll give it to Shellstat, who sets up the offense for the Ducks down by 5. Left-hand dribble, handoff to Barthélemy. Now Bamba looks right side, give to Evans, out on the right wing, up top to Barthélemy off a screen, launches up a three, drains it! Keyshawn Barthélemy knocks down Oregon's first three, and it's 23-21. Less than 10 to go in the first half. Philon comes off a screen, middle of the key, kick to the corner, deflected, stolen by the Ducks, and a foul on Alabama. Nice steal by TJ Bamba. 2.5 steals a game his last 2 games out. And he picks up a steal on that play, his first of this game. And the foul's on Holloway for Alabama. Only the 3rd foul on the Tide here in this first half. And down to Shellstat. Walks in the front court. Hands it off back to Bamba. Now to Biddle at the free throw line. Evans, left wing, looking to drive. Spins right, post up, fall away. No, but he's fouled. And that's 2 fouls on Grant Nelson. The All-SEC, really big part of this Alabama team on both ends of the floor. He's going to say All-SEC defender, which he is, but the way he can stretch the floor and even pass the ball offensively, he does a lot for this Alabama team, and he's got 2 fouls now. So let's see how Alabama handles it. Kwame Evans Jr. at the line, and he missed the first. It just rattled in and out for him. So Nelson will sub out. And it's Jaron Stevenson, the sophomore, who comes in for him. Evans gets the ball for his second free throw, and the lefty, Smooth, hits the second. 23-22. Alabama with the ball up 1. 9:30 to go in the first half. Aiden Holloway with the ball up top. He's being defended by TJ Bamba. Omori comes for a ball screen. Holloway steps into a right wing 3, and he missed it. And the rebound tapped out of bounds by Evans, not able to control it on a rebound that careened off the rim pretty hard. It was going to be a tough catch for Evans, and he wasn't able to catch it. So baseline inbound and a fresh 20 for Alabama. Get it into Omori in the corner, then dishes up to Sears. Back to Omori. Trying to hand it to Sears, knocked away and knocked off of him by Barthélemy. Keyshawn Barthélemy able to deflect the ball off of Sears on the dribble handoff attempt. And he forced the turnover. And that's now 5 Alabama turnovers to 0 for Oregon here in the first half. Ducks have a chance to take the lead here. 9:08 to go. Bamba with the ball up top between the legs to the elbow. Dishes back to Shellstat, now near midcourt. Biddle comes for a ball screen. Shellstat goes left, lost the handle outside the three-point line to Biddle up top, launches a long 3 off the mark. Evans skies for the rebound. Back out to Biddle. Now to Barthélemy up top. Bounce pass down the middle on a post-up. Left block. He goes right. Got a good look, and he rolls it in. And Oregon's got the lead. 24-23. Oregon has their first lead with 8:33 to go in the first half. Down in the corner, Stevenson fakes, drives, fouled by Evans. And the Tide are in the bonus. So a 1-on-1 opportunity for Alabama with Jaron Stevenson. Oregon is offensively doing what they've been so effective at this year, is sharing the ball and setting others up. I mean, it sounds simple. It almost sounds like a cliche, but the amount Oregon is able to assist on made shots is a testament to how they're sharing the ball and getting good looks. They have 6 assists on 10 made shots in this game. And they're up 1. Stevenson with a 1-and-1, and he missed the free throw, but an offensive rebound pulled in with one hand by Wrightsell Jr. Now on the right wing, Sears goes back up top to Wrightsell. He drives the lane, gets to the cup, and he's got the layup. Able to slip through and get the easy 2. 25-24, Bama back in front. 8:15 to go in the first. Right wing Biddle, wide open 3. Off the mark. Rebound punched out by Mookie Cook, who just subbed in, but it went to Alabama on the tap effort. So the Crimson Tide have it in the front court now with Holloway. Between the legs, drives inside, bounce pass, right block to Sherrill. He dishes out to Wrightsell, who drives inside. Could have been a travel, no call in the key, and he throws it outside to Holloway. He drives to the rim. Had it deflected off his leg, and the Ducks force another turnover. Oof. Oregon with the quick hands, the feisty defense. And they're within one. That was a really good stretch of play for Oregon. They found themselves down 22-16. They've battled back, they took a lead, and now they're only down one as we go to another media timeout. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment. Choose chill. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Light. Alabama 25, Oregon 24. 7:51 to go in the first half of the Players Era Championship on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear autumn leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
From the Oregon coast to the mighty Columbia, and from the Blue Mountains to the Siskiyous, we are with you. Whether your work takes you to the field, the forest, the factory floor, or the home office, no matter what you do, SAFE is with you, helping injured workers get back to work and helping to prevent future injuries by making each workplace safer and healthier. SAFE, workers' comp that really works. Learn more at SAIF.com.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Dear autumn leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now.
Back in Vegas, Alabama 25, Oregon 24. The Ducks were down by 6. It was 22-16. And the Ducks able to really string together some stops defensively was a key factor. Forced a couple turnovers, and they took a lead. It was 24-23 after an 8-1 run. Bama just got a layup from Wrightsell to take the lead back. But a back and forth first half now. Alabama shooting 47%, the Ducks 42%. Oregon is 1 of 6 from 3, Alabama 4 of 12. Oregon has not committed a turnover yet in this game. Alabama with 6. And here we go out of the media timeout. Ducks with the ball. Shellstad has it way out on the right wing. Up top to Cook. Now Bartholomew on the left wing. Mookie Cook and Supreme Cook, both in the game for Oregon. Bamba has the ball right wing. Jabs, drive to the rim, left-hand layup off the mark. Fight for the rebound. And it's off Alabama. Oregon basketball as it rolls over the baseline. Physical game on the inside as both these teams fight and scrap for these rebounds. Both teams with 5 offensive boards apiece. And Bamba will inbound the ball from the baseline with a basket to his left. 20 seconds on the shot clock for Oregon after the offensive board. They get it in to Cook. Bounce it to Bartholomew left wing. Right-hand dribble with Wrightsell defending. Player-to-player defense. Pressure from Alabama. Bamba comes off a screen. Shot clock at 10. Defender glued to him. That's the defense of Darion Reed. Bartholomew long contested 3 off the mark. And a rebound for Alabama. They want to push the other way. They get in the front court. Diabate goes down to Reed in the baseline. Nearly stepped out of bounds and turned it over, but got rid of it to Sears. He drives inside. His dish to the corner to Wrightsell is out of bounds. Sears left his feet off the drive. Wrightsell started to cut to the wing, and Sears threw it to the front row. It's Bama's 7th turnover. They have 4 of them the last 3 minutes. See if the Ducks can take advantage. 7 to go in the first half. Shellstad trying to drive at the elbow. Sears stays in front of him. Has to drip outside and go to Bamba on the left wing. Looking inside. Give it to Cook on a post-up. Left short corner. Drives the lane. Through a double team. Powers it up and in. What a finish by Supreme Cook. off balance, some contact, just able to power the ball off the heel of the rim and bounce in. Oregon's back in front, 26-25. Now Alabama with it up top with Diabate. He wants to drive with Mookie Cook defending. Gets rid of it outside. This is Darion Reed driving the lane. Lost the handle, taken away by Supreme Cook. Throw it all the way ahead to Shellstad to the rim, and he lays it in. The reverse lane with the right hand. Oregon's got its largest lead, 28-25. 6:14 to go in the first, and Alabama needs a timeout. Again, the Ducks were down 22-16. It's a 12-3 Oregon run. Bama has 8 turnovers. Oregon has 0, and they're starting to turn it into points the other way. Having the right set of tires and wheels on your vehicle is just part of an essential safety checklist. That's why Les Schwab Tires offers free pre-trip safety checks on your brakes, battery alignment, suspension, and steering. Stop by anytime. Schedule your appointment online at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952. Well, just a 30-second timeout taken by Nate Oates in Alabama. As I'm guessing a big point of discussion for the Tide is going to be those turnovers. Got to take care of the ball. Oregon has been very sharp. They've ramped up the intensity defensively, too, and it's starting to come together for Oregon. The Ducks with a balanced effort. TJ Bamba has 6, Keyshawn Bartholomew with 5, 4 points for Supreme Cook. Bam able to beat an Oregon press in the front court. They get it to Wrightsell in the corner, who pops a 3 and hits it. And that's the answer Alabama needed out of a timeout. They get another Wrightsell 3, his second, and it's 28 all with 5:55 to go in the first. Shellstad with the ball in the left wing. Bartholomew back to Shellstad up top. Looks left side. Wearing yellow Nike shoes going towards the sideline. Now back to the top of the arc. Shot clock at 12. Working on Diabate. He gives it down the left to Mookie Cook on a post-up at the elbow. Trying to pass it across to Bamba. Knocked out of bounds. Actually kept in by Wrightsell. A steal. Alabama going the other way. Layup blocked. Holloway went up for 2. And TJ Bamba got back for the rejection. Bama ball in the baseline, but the hustle of Bamba stops the layup effort from Holloway. And Alabama will throw it in from the corner. Tracy and Moss subbing in for Oregon. Bartholomew heading to the bench for the Ducks, along with Cook. Right wing, Grant Nelson takes a 3 off the catch, and he missed it. And Oregon's got the rebound with Supreme Cook. His second. Shellstad over the timeline. Spins at the elbow, middle of the key, and he had his shot blocked. Nice recovery by the Alabama defense. It was Stevenson on the block, and here goes Sears the other way, all the way to the rim, able to turn the corner and lay it in. Mark Sears and Alabama with 5 points in a row, and they're up 30-28 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Shellstad with the ball in the front court, calling for a ball screen with that's Holloway defending him. Shellstad on the wing. Picks up the dribble, bounces down to Cook on a post-up, working on Nelson. Supreme Cook spins left. Powerful shot, no good. Whistle. Is there a foul? I think everybody's a little confused here. They call for a review immediately. They're going to review something. 4:45 to go in the first half. It's Alabama 30, Oregon 28. Maybe they're going to review whether or not there was an elbow from Supreme Cook on that post-up. Waiting to see if we can get an instant replay on this. Oh, so, okay, just saw the replay. They're actually reviewing an elbow from the start of his post-up. Before Supreme Cook even touched the ball, there was... I don't think that's an elbow at all, but, well, just checked it again. The right elbow of Supreme Cook did come up. It hit the kind of the neck of Grant Nelson. And during the play, Nelson actually looked at the official and kind of said, hey, man, he just elbowed me. And the official didn't call anything until after Cook's shot attempt. Then he said, all right, let's stop play and review this. They're done with the review, so it was quick. Nothing there. So I'm seeing the official go to the TV broadcast table, and he said, nothing there. So nothing doing, no foul on the elbow. And it's Alabama ball. 30-28, Alabama leads Oregon. 4:35 to go in the first. Nelson from the free throw line. Stops, dishes a pass down inside to Diabate, who lays it in. Nelson drew a double team at the elbow and whipped a one-hand pass down to Diabate, who was all by himself for the lay-in. It's a 7-0 Alabama run ever since the Nate Oates timeout. 32-28 Bama. Nate Biddle just subbed in for Cook. He's got the ball in the left block. He's double-teamed, takes the hook shot, and rolls it in. Nice touch for Biddle. 8 points to lead Oregon with 2 rebounds. 32-30, 4 to go in the first half. Holloway with the ball up top with Bamba defending him. Comes off a screen. The dish, the pick and pop. Diabate wants 3, missed it short, and Bamba comes flying in for the rebound. Works it into the front court. Bamba dishes down to Biddle, turns and lays it in, and we're tied again. 32 all in Vegas. 3:46 to go in the first. Back and forth. On the right wing, Holloway catch and shoot, long 3. Bangs off the back of the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Philon. Back out to Holloway. His long 3 again is in. This one rolled in. Toilet bowled around the rim for it felt like an hour before dropping in. And another offensive rebound into a shot for Alabama. Holloway got it to go, his second made 3. 35-32 Bama, 3:18 to go in the first. Bartholomew comes off a screen, gets to the rim, high arcing shot off the glass, missed it. Holloway rebounds. Bounces in the front court to Philon out on the right wing, between the legs with Tracy defending. Philon surveys the floor, up top to Nelson, fakes the handoff. Nelson trying to drive, dishes, corner. Diabate gets in the key, closed off by Biddle. His pass outside, stolen away by Bartholomew. Bartholomew will slow it down. And he goes back to Tracy. Left wing, Bamba. They want to go down to Moss on a post-up. He feels like he's got a height advantage over Holloway, who's 6'1". Dishes across the Biddle, right wing 3, missed it. Good look. The Ducks are 1 of 8 from downtown, though. Bama with the ball up by 3. Sears with it up top with Bartholomew defending. Crossover. Drive. Drifts back outside the three-point line. Bartholomew still glued to him. Crossover. Sears trying to go baseline. Biddle's there for the help. Has to whip it outside to Nelson left wing. Fakes. Attacks. Double team. Behind the back pass. Little shot. Philon good. What a feed by Nelson behind the back. And just outside the key, Philon able to flip it up with one hand and put it in. Nelson now with 4 assists to lead Bama. 37-32 Crimson Tide lead with 2 minutes to go in the first half. On the left wing, Moss gets it into Biddle on a post-up left block. He's double teamed. Goes right, puts up a hook anyway, blocked away. Bama not able to corral the ball, though. So they got the block shot, and then there were 2 players, Sears and Diabate, going after it. It hit Diabate's foot, went out of bounds. So it's Oregon's ball on the baseline. 14 on the shot clock. When we come back, our Toyota halftime report is just a few minutes away. Alabama with 5 points in a row. The Crimson Tide 37, Oregon 32 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Always us. Always us. You're listening to Oregon Basketball from Learfield. Always us. Always us. Always us.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
I think so.
Is my homework right?
I think so.
Is this milk still good?
I think so.
When it comes to parenting, sometimes it's okay to think you know, but when it's something as important as your child's car seat, don't just think. No. Double check if your child is in the right seat for their age and size. It'll help protect them in a car crash. Don't just think. No, by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Back in Vegas, live at MGM Grand Garden Arena. Chris Clayton here with you, filling in for Joey Mack as Oregon basketball plays for a Players Era Festival Championship against number 9 Alabama. Big day in Oregon sports. Ducks football is in action right now at Autzen Stadium. And good news, it's 42-14 Oregon beating the Huskies. See if the Ducks can keep the magic going here. Oregon and Bama going back and forth. Alabama with the last 5 points of this game to take a 37-32 lead. The Ducks' largest lead was 3 points at 28-25. Bama led by as many as 6 in this first half. So overall, very close game here. Oregon out of immediate timeout with the ball in the front court with a fresh 20 in the shot clock. They get it into Tracy, who drives middle of the key. Little flip shot in and out. Rebound fought for, controlled by Biddle. Back outside to Angel, who's playing with 2 fouls. Now Bamba drives to the elbow. Drifting, spinning, stopping, left-hand shot. Oh, it rolled off. It's got to be 5 or 6 now shots in the key that Oregon has just been a little off on, and then they normally convert those. Bama with the ball now off the rebound. Down in the corner, this is Jaron Stevenson with it. Goes back to Sears. 1:20 to go in the half, and a foul against Oregon. That's on Bamba. And Bama is in the bonus. So Mark Sears will have a chance at the free throw line. That is the 9th team foul. So still a 1-and-1.
Mark Sears shooting 1-1.
Sears converts on the front end. It's 38-32. So the Ducks has missed their last 5 shot attempts. Bama on a 6-0 run. Take 38-32 lead. And Sears hits the second. Bama, one of the best in the country, getting free throw attempts. More than, actually have 38 attempts per game, but only 7 so far in this one. 39-32 Bama. Quick pass inside to Angel, and he scores off glass and a foul. Nate Biddle with a bounce pass down to Angel, and he comes back in off the bench in foul trouble and immediately produces. He got a screen from his teammate Shellstad. Flared off to the right side of the key. Biddle made a nice pass, and Angel was able to score it through contact. And a shot Oregon needed. Angel at the line with a chance to finish off a 3-point play. Angel has been limited to 6 minutes of playing time with foul trouble, but 4 points in his time on the floor. And he can make it 5 here at the Stripe. And he missed it. Long off the back of the iron. Fight for the rebound. It's out of bounds off Alabama. It's Oregon basketball. So it was Darion Reed who was trying to track it down. The ball went off the back of the iron, bounced straight back to Angel, and then Reed was trying to box out the shooter and kind of lost his balance going towards the ball, and it just went out of bounds off him into his own bench. So 39-34 Alabama, but it's Oregon ball in the front court with a 1:08 to go in the first half. Tracy gets it into Biddle. Bounce pass to Shellstad. Quick feed to Barthelemy. Off glass, good. Extra pass by Shellstad, and the shot goes. 39-36, 1:02 to go in the first, and Dana Altman will use his timeouts. Use it or lose it kind of timeout there. So Altman probably thinking, oh, might as well use it, have a discussion with the team and hammer out the strategy here for the final 1:02 of this first half. Our Toyota halftime show coming up soon. Zach DeBozart back in our OSN studio will have us covered. He'll have the update for us on what's going on around college basketball and what's going on with Oregon football. It's a little spoiler. It's going well for Oregon football. They're up 49-14, and they just now made it 49 with a touchdown. DeJuan Riggs able to come in and get a rushing touchdown. The second unit in there for the Ducks, beating the Huskies back at Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Chris Clayton here with you at MGM Grand Garden Arena, filling in for Joey Mack as he's with the broadcast crew there in Eugene. So the 30-second timeout. Both teams talking strategy. Oregon comes out of the break in a press here. Let's see how aggressive they are. Very aggressive. They're trying to trap Sears deep in the backcourt. He's able to dribble out of it with his quickness. Mookie Cook defending him at the top of the key. Setting up the offense. Sears in and out move to the free throw line. Looking inside, back outside the perimeter now with Mookie Cook still on him. Crossover right to left. Lob down inside. Omori missed it. He missed the dunk that he's been so effective at today, hammering down 2 of those, and Oregon's got the rebound. Ducks ball down 3. There's 33 in the game clock, 25 on the shot clock. So Alabama could have one more shot here. Oregon content to kill some clock, try and limit that damage. Shellstad with it up top, working on the defense of Wrightsell Jr. Player-to-player defense for Alabama. Driving the lane, goes off glass, missed it. Rebound, Mookie Cook has it to Tracy, to Barthelemy, pops a 3. He's got it. We are tied in the closing seconds of the first half. It's 39-all. 7 points in a row for the Ducks. 2 seconds. Sears 3 blocked. Halftime in Vegas. It's 39-all. Woo. A game fitting of how exciting this tournament has been. Back and forth, and Oregon ends the half with the momentum. 7 points, the final 109. The Ducks with 10 points from Barthelemy and Biddle to lead the way. Man, Keyshawn Barthelemy coming off a season high 16 points on 3 made threes Wednesday. He has 10, and he's 2 of 3 from downtown today. Wow, what a game. 47% from the field for Alabama. Oregon at 41%. The Ducks are just 2 of 9 from 3, which might be a good sign. I mean, Oregon, they're shooting 38% their last 3 games. You got to think that percentage is going to progress towards the mean, and that would bode well for Oregon to make a few more threes. Alabama 6 of 18 from downtown so far. The Ducks are 3 of 5 from the line. Alabama is 5 of 7. And as I mentioned earlier, Alabama is one of the best in the nation, top 10 in the country, getting to the free throw line. They have 30 free throw attempts per game. So credit Oregon not allowing Bama to get to the line very often today, well below the average. Another aspect of this game that's boding well for the Ducks is the turnover difference. The Ducks are +8, 9 Alabama turnovers. Oregon committed just 1 turnover there in the first half. Oregon very sharp with the basketball. It is a +3 advantage for Alabama on the glass at 23-20. And outside of that, essentially even. 13 assists for Oregon and 12 for Alabama. All right, halftime here in Vegas. It's 39-all in the Players Era Championship. Let's go into our Toyota halftime report with Zach DeBozart. He's in our OSN studio getting us up to date on Oregon sports and college basketball as a whole. Next on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
This season, the Ducks have their eyes on the ball, and fans have their eyes on the bundle, the McDonald's Game Day Bundle. Score big with the new cheeseburger pack, including 2 of the classic cheeseburgers you love, a 20-piece chicken McNuggets, and 2 medium orders of our world-famous fries, all for just $14.99, only on the app. Must opt into rewards at participating McDonald's, valid through 2024-25 basketball season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Everything you need, from milk, eggs, fresh meat, and produce, and much more. Delivered right to your car. No need to leave the car or stand in line. And the best part, your groceries will be ready for pickup in just a few hours. Shop, drive up, and go at Safeway.com.
Always us.
Takes it for 3. Good from the left corner. Cutting to the basket. 2-hand jam.
This is Duck Basketball from Learfield.
Hey, so what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can't run, or you can't drive high. You can't run, or you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is the Toyota Halftime Report on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Toyota, let's go places. A first half recap along with scores from the Big Ten and the rest of college basketball and the first half stats. They're all right here. Now let's go back courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
Actually taking it inside the OSM studios here. Zach DeBozart with you as we take a look at the halftime stats. 39-all. Between Oregon and Alabama through the first 20 minutes in this Players Era Festival Championship game. Oregon's been disciplined in this game, to say the least. Only one turnover committed in that first half. Alabama didn't score anything off of it. Alabama's committed 9 turnovers, and the Ducks have 9 points off of those Crimson Tide turnovers. Oregon shooting 41%, 17 of 41, 2 of 9 from deep. Alabama has actually shot more threes than they have twos. They're 6 of 18 from the three-point line for 33%, 14 of 30 overall. So they're 47% shooting. They're out shooting the Ducks by about a 6% clip, but it's the three-pointers that are keeping them in it because Alabama from inside the arc is 8 for 12, while meanwhile Oregon is 15 for 32. So more baskets being made inside, being smart with the ball. Oregon also ending the first half on a 7-0 run over the last 69 seconds, but again, it's a three-point shooting and just all-out ball movement. Alabama has this game tied. Leading scorers for Alabama, it's LeBaron Phelan with 11 points, and then Latrell Wrightsell with 10. 2 in double figures for the Ducks. It's Keyshawn Barthelemy and Nate Biddle, each with 10. Barthelemy, 2 of 3. He's got the only three-pointers for the Ducks, including this big one to get us tied at the half.
Rebound. Mookie Cook has it to Tracy. To Barthelemy. Pops a three. He's got it. We are tied in the closing seconds of the first half. It's 39-all.
And that's where we sit, 39-all through the first 20 minutes in Vegas. Oregon and Alabama are tied. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll update you on some Big Ten college basketball, maybe some college football scores as well. Oregon football in action against Washington. It all comes up here from the OSM studios. This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
Since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon and Oregon State has grown to a fever pitch. The 2024-25 rivalry series is in full force, and the action between the Ducks and Beavers will be exciting. Year after year, the student athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific Source Health Plans, Albertson Safeway, Toyota, and First Interstate Bank as being the proud partners of this year's rivalry series.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Your home for Oregon hoops.
Attack. One-on-one. He lays it in and scores.
Middle of the lane.
Oh, what a finish. He does.
This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and turn
Zach DeBozart.
The Toyota Halftime Report continues with a check of scores from around the country. Once again, to Ashley Gentry in the Learfield Network Studios.
Zach DeBozart here with you inside the OSM Studios. As Ashley Gentry, much like Joey Mack, are on football duty as Oregon is inside the 2-minute timeout and just a couple football minutes away from an undefeated football season. Oregon Ducks lead Washington 49-21, 1:43 left in the fourth quarter over in Eugene. In the college basketball world, we're in the Players Era Festival, 39-all between Oregon and Alabama. Looking at the Big Ten scoreboard in basketball, 15th ranked Wisconsin beat Chicago State 74-53, and in the fifth place game in this tournament, 20th ranked Texas A&M beat Rutgers 81-77. By the way, Oregon football knows they will be playing Penn State in the Big Ten championship game next weekend. Michigan fell 13-10, Ohio State fell 13-10 to Michigan earlier today in the college football world. That's your Big Ten update. Quick look at the top 25. Then we're back out to Vegas for the second half. This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Big Ten Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Sports.
I'm always sad when Black Friday's over, until I remember the cyber deals at Kohl's. I just went and found savings you don't want to miss, like 40% off floor care finds, 50% off party-ready styles, 50% off women's boots, and 50% off beauty faves. Plus, score extra Kohl's cash with $15 earned for every 50 spent, and get 20% off some of your finds at Kohl's. Select styles, offers on December 2nd. Coupons do not apply to floor care and party-ready styles. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Other places make you pay extra for that, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less. Book your appointment at leschwab.com. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com for details.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Oregon. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Oregon and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Oregon.
Zach DeBozart here with you once again inside the OSM Studios. Quick look at the top 25. The only major upset in college basketball happened just before we took the floor. 6th-ranked Houston fell to San Diego State in the third-place game of the Players Era Festival, 73-70. Other than that, everything was pretty chalk in the college basketball world. College football world, already mentioned Ohio State fell today. Miami also lost. They're knocked out of ACC title game contention as they lose to Syracuse 42-39, and Texas A&M just went for it, 4th and goal. Texas stuffs them. They lead 17-7 with less than 5 minutes to go. Back out to Vegas, Chris Clayton with the call of the second half after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon and Oregon State has grown to a fever pitch. The 2024-25 rivalry series is in full force, and the action between the Ducks and Beavers will be exciting. Year after year, the student athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific North South Plans, Albertson Safeway, Toyota, and First Interstate Bank as being the proud partners of this year's rivalry series.
It's another exciting season of Duck basketball. Let's keep the fun going all season long by making sure everyone gets home safely. Before you start your car, always put your phone in park. That means turning notifications off, putting both hands on the wheel, and keeping your eyes on the road ahead. Because distracted driving puts everyone at risk. That's why it's illegal in Oregon. So don't let a fun day end badly, and let's all get there safely. Park your phone. It's the way to go. A reminder from ODOT.
Deep in the woods. Deep in the woods. This is the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Back in Vegas, getting close to the second half now. 39 all our score at halftime. This is the Players Era Festival Championship game between Oregon and number 9 Alabama. Happy to have you along with us with the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. I'm Chris Clayton, filling in for Joey Mack, who's over at Autzen Stadium with Oregon football as their game has gone final now. The Ducks beat the Washington Huskies 49-21. Oregon basketball here in Vegas trying to remain unbeaten themselves. Coming into this game 7-0 against 9th-ranked and 6-1 Alabama. Wrapping up our Toyota halftime report. Alabama shooting 47% from the field. Oregon's at 41%. The Ducks at 2-9 from 3. Alabama 6 of 18. Oregon has just 1 turnover compared to 9 for Alabama so far in this game, which is made up for some of the shooting percentage differences. Oregon is led by 10 points from Keyshawn Barthelemy and Nate Biddle, both in double figures. LeBaron Philon, the freshman for Alabama, leads the Crimson Tide with 11 points. Latrell Wrightsell Jr. has 10 to lead the way for them. Here we go. Second half underway. Oregon coming out in their yellow uniforms, moving left to right in front of us. Alabama in white defensively in the man-to-man defense. Shellstad drives. Floater from the elbow is good, and Oregon takes the lead to start the second half. Shellstad coming off a couple screens, got the ball, and able to hit it from his sweet spot there towards the top of the painted area. 41-39 Oregon. Sears driving, spinning. Double team, throws it outside to Nelson. Now back up top to Wrightsell with Bamba defending him. Oregon with Tracy, Biddle, and Angel on the floor as well. Angel defending Biddle now, or Nelson, who's got the ball in the block. Passes down to Philon, who slashed inside, and he's able to lay it in. Nice pass by Nelson on a bounce to Philon, who gets a layup. Grant Nelson is having a big game. 5 assists and 4 rebounds, but only 2 points. Still a big impact player for Alabama today. 41 all, 19:05 to go. Bamba with it up top for Oregon. Crossover move, slashing inside, hangs, missed the layup. Rebound tapped around, punch to the perimeter, goes to Sears for Alabama. They've got numbers. They go over to Holloway for 3. Whether that's Wrightsell for 3, and he missed it. Short off the front of the rim, it goes all the way outside the perimeter. And a whistle as Wrightsell is down and shaken up. I think he might have rolled that ankle, maybe landed on somebody's foot, and he's in a lot of pain on the court right now. It was a rare wide open miss for Alabama and Wrightsell on the right wing. Getting a look at the replay now. Oh, it looked like he just kind of slipped there. At least from that angle. Couldn't tell as to whether or not he rolled his ankle or exactly what happened, but got to hope he's okay. He's kind of punching the floor in pain and maybe some frustration over potential injury. Yeah, it was. What's scary about it is it was kind of a non-contact injury. That is to say, he didn't roll his ankle. You know, that's a common injury in basketball. He planted, made a step towards a loose ball, and then went down in pain. So those can be more scary. hopefully Latrell Wrightsell Jr. is okay. The fifth-year senior, originally with Cal State Fullerton, where he was all Big West, and he's been a big part of this Alabama team that made the Final Four last year and a starter here this season, leading the team in three-point shooting. And he is helped off, can't walk under his own power to the bench. It's an Alabama team not yet 100%, as they will have Chris Youngblood, a key guard, a transfer from USF back in January. But for now, they're down another guard. It's Wrightsell's in the locker room. Inbound to Sears. He drives inside. Lob to Omori, who hammers it down. Nice pass by Sears. Beautiful execution. And Omori with his third jam right at the cup. And it's 43-41 Bama. Into Biddle on a post up on the right block. Omori defense. Kick out to Tracy. Corner three. Air ball. It's a little short there. And a rebound for Nelson. Whips in the front court to Philon. In and out move. Shellstad closed it off. And Philon drifts back outside the three-point line. Now go up to Sears. Right wing long three. Missed it. And the long rebound tracked down by Alabama's Omori in the perimeter. To Nelson. Now goes back over to Aiden Holloway, who just subbed in for the injured Wrightsell. A drive inside. Holloway lost it. Oregon with a steal. Here goes Tracy in the front court working on Nelson. Drives. Tracy to the rim. Layup good. Powers it up. After the ball was kind of knocked out of his hands, he's able to regain control and get it up to the backboard. 43-all. Sears drives, lost a handle, dives for it, and able to shove it out to his teammate Philon. Now to Nelson up top. Uncorks a three. He missed it. Biddle's got the rebound for the Ducks. To Shellstad. 17:40 to play, and it's 43-all. Down to Angel, posting up Nelson. Takes a couple bounces. Now dishes outside. Biddle wants three from the top. In and out. Good look for Biddle, and he couldn't get it to go. He's 0 of 5 from 3 today. Now in the front court on the right side, Philon, with Biddle defending him here. 6'4" guard Philon against the center Biddle, but he doesn't take advantage. He gives it off to Sears, who comes off the screen, dribbled off his foot, out of bounds. Another Alabama turnover. That's their 11th, and the Ducks have only one in this game. They come out to mop a wet spot on the floor where Mark Sears fell down and turned it over. Sears, the All-American, 7 points in this game, but he's 2 of 7 from the field. So Oregon defending him well. Shellstad with the ball left wing, drives, dishes off to Biddle, but Biddle was cutting to the rim, and it bounced off his shoulder. Angel goes to track it down for Oregon, gives it off to Shellstad. Out of Tracy on the right wing. Working on the defense of Holloway. Crossover. Tracy spins at the elbow. Out to Shellstad. Shot clock at 10. At the elbow. Shellstad slashing. Blocked by Sears. Got his own rebound. Out to Tracy. He puts up a three. Missed it long. Rebound. Foul against Biddle. Ran into Omori. And that's the first Oregon foul of the half. The Ducks committed 9 fouls in the first half. The Ducks had 7 fouls the first 8 minutes of that first half, and then able to clean it up, thankfully, and not rack up too many fouls. Biddle just committed his first. Biddle and Angel to the bench. It's Kwame Evans and Supreme Cook in. Barthélemy also comes in, replacing Shellstad. Bamba and Tracy remain on the floor for Oregon. For Alabama, Sears trying to come off a screen, but he lost the handle. Another turnover. Barthélemy has it for Oregon. Sears just kind of lost it there. Barthélemy bounce pass down to Cook on a post-up. He's double-teamed, and he draws a foul. Nice pump fake. Omori leapt in the air. Cook patiently waited, knew he was going to take a hit, and he did, to get himself to the free throw line. And Omori had to. He knew once he leapt in the air, I got to foul him hard, not let him get an and one here. Omori was an all Big Ten defensive team selection at Rutgers before transferring to Alabama for this season. Supreme Cook at the line shooting two. First trip to the line today. And he banked in the first. I guess he'll take it, right? That was strong coming out of his hand there. I guess when you're banging in the paint the whole game, you got a lot of adrenaline pumping, and that one came flying out of his hand, but he made it. He banked it in. 44-43 Oregon, and the second is good. That one looked a lot better, but he made them both. 45-43 Oregon, 16:27 to play. Philon walks it over the timeline with Raheem Moss defending him. Dishes off to Sears up top, the three, but an illegal screen against Alabama. Sears had a really good look at a three up top, And I think it was on Grant Nelson. And that's 3 fouls on Grant Nelson. Now they'll bring on Darion Reed. So Latrell Wrightsell Jr., a key guard for Alabama, is out with an injury. Now Grant Nelson in foul trouble. Let's see if Oregon can take advantage here. Keyshawn Barthelemy. The ball for Oregon up top. Picks up his dribble, gives it off to Evans. Down the left wing out to Bamba, but he lost it off his leg. Able to track it down near midcourt. Crossover, driving to the cup, hangs. Oh, he missed. Rebound, Cook. Pump fake, powers it up, and he's fouled. Supreme Cook, the physical presence inside. It's back to the free throw line. Man, is he tough. The Georgetown transfer. This is an Oregon team that has back-to-back wins over Texas A&M and San Diego State. Those are two programs known for their physicality. Texas A&M led by Buzz Williams. San Diego State making deep runs in March behind that physicality. And Supreme Cook has been a big factor in kind of setting the tone as he battles in the paint. And he makes the first free throw. It's 46-43 Oregon. And Cook on the second. Got it. He banked in the first, and now he's made 3 in a row that look really good. Nothing but net on the last, and it's 47-43 Ducks. Holloway with the ball up top. One-hand pass off to Diabate. He'll hand it off to Sears, I should say, with Barthelemy glued to him. Now switch on to Bamba. Go outside to Philon. Raheem Moss defending. Shot clock at 10. Philon between the legs. Crossover to the right. To the elbow. Now to the cup. Hangs. Dishes to the corner. Diabate drives. Dishes back to Philon. Extra pass. Right wing 3. Holloway missed it. Rebound long. Collected by Alabama. And a foul against Oregon. Well, if you're Oregon, obviously, Dana Altman probably going to talk to them about securing the defensive rebound. But also, that was a long rebound. So a bit of a fortunate bounce for Alabama. They're able to collect the board and then draw a foul. So out of the media timeout, it will be Alabama basketball. But the Ducks have scored 6 in a row and have a 4-point lead. Oregon basketball brought to you by OCCU. Duck fans get more for the things they care about with remarkable checking and the Duck debit card. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit. 15:32 to play. Oregon 47, number 9, Alabama 43 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear autumn leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. Other places make you pay extra for that, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less. Book your appointment at leschwab.com. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com for details.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle.
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild. There's dancing, binge watching, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Before halftime beers turned into a tough nail biter, and before cheering for opposing teams turned into unexpected friendships, someone had to bring the 6-pack of Kona Big Way. Kona Big Way, bring the aloha. Copyright 2024 Kona Brewing Co., St. Louis, Missouri, 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Back in the MGM Grand in Vegas, it's the Players Era Festival Championship. And the Ducks are ahead of number 9 Alabama, 47-43. Oregon leads with 15:32 to play. The Ducks have scored 6 points in a row over the past 2:29. Despite the fact that Oregon has missed 4 shots in a row, and they're one of their last 7. But they still have built this lead, forcing turnovers and playing tenacious defense. It's Alabama ball in the baseline. They get into Sears in the corner. Good look at a 3, and he missed it short. Fight for the rebound, tapped out by Alabama. It's Ducks basketball. Sears had a good look. They drew that play up for him, and Online, just missed it short. Alabama now 6 of 23 from downtown. That's 26% for a team that came in at 33% on this season. Supreme Cook with the ball up top, and he's fouled by Alabama. It was against... Wait, is that against Oregon? A foul called against the Ducks. Illegal screen. It's on TJ Bamba. And that's a tough break because that's 3 fouls now on TJ Bamba. Moss and Evans both playing with 2 fouls as well for Oregon. Tough break, but Dana Altman will leave Bamba out there with 3 fouls with 15-18 to play. Up top, Holloway crosses, drives, stops the elbow, goes to Diabate. Back out to Holloway for his 3 at the top. He missed it. Rebound to the corner. Sears tracks it down for Bama. Jabs trying to drive on Barthelemy. Back outside to Pylon. Moss defending. A floater inside off the mark, and Barthelemy's got the rebound for the Ducks. Thundering into the front court to Evans' right wing. Drives the lane. Oh, jam! Kwame Evans takes it himself to the rack and hammers it in. The Ducks are on an 8-0 run. 49-43 Oregon. 14:44 to play. Left wing 3, Darion Reed. Got it to go. The quick answer for Alabama. That breaks his string of 6 consecutive misses for the Crimson Tide. 49-46 Ducks. Barthelemy crosses, dishes in the corner to Bamba. Looking inside. Cook trying to post up, nothing there. Sets a screen for Bamba, who drifts outside the 3-point line. Gives it to Moss. Between the legs, now to Barthelemy in the corner. Dishes into Evans on a post-up. Sears is on him. Spins. Kick. Bamba. Left wing 3. He's got it. Nice pass by Evans. Skipping to the opposite wing. And Bamba hits his first 3 of the game. 36% on the season. 1 of 1 today. 52-46 Oregon. 14 to play. Sears right wing. Quick 3 off the dribble. Missed it. Cook with a rebound for Oregon. Supreme Cook with 4 rebounds and 9 minutes of playing time in this game. And, that's Bamba for Oregon who's shaken up. They blow a whistle as Bamba is holding his left hand in a lot of pain. Favoring maybe his arm or hand. It's kind of hard to tell. But you do not want to see Bamba off the floor for Oregon. Unfortunately, you'll have to. As Clay Jamison, the trainer, comes out to tend to him. Getting a look at the replay here. It didn't look like anything major there on the replay. You just never know. So he'll come out of the game. Bam Tracy comes in for him. Bamba with 9 points in this game. Leading scorer for the Ducks the last 2 games. So I'll have to go without him for now. Evans the ball left wing. Trying to go across to the opposite corner to Tracy. And the pass is stolen away by Philon. Bama down 6 with the ball. And 13:30 to play. Up top with it, Holloway. The left wing to Philon. Comes off a screen. Drives. Crosses. Cook right in front of him. And drifts back outside the 3-point line. Give it up top to Diabate. Fakes the handoff. Drives. Dishes to the corner. Contested 3. Reed off the mark. Oregon will take that. Well contested. He couldn't hit it. And Moss has the rebound for Oregon in the front court on the left wing. Spinning. Looking for a lane. Driving baseline. Dishing up top to Tracy. Now to Evans. Looking inside. Bounce it into Cook on a post-up. Working on Diabate. Supreme Cook. Jabs. Faces. Double teams. Reverse layup. No, but he's fouled. How about the footwork of Supreme Cook? A lot of players in that position would have traveled because he had a wide stance after the jump stop and was kind of being bumped. Not fouled, but kind of bumped by the opponent as you're supposed to defensively. But he kept his footing somehow. Not only did he not travel, he got a shot up by just flipping the ball up towards the rim under the basket and didn't make it, but he drew a foul. So Supreme Cook with his 3rd trip to the free throw line this half. 4 of 4 so far, and make it 5 of 5 for Supreme Cook. Came in 5 of 8 on the season from the free throw line. Banked in his first free throw this game, and he's been pure ever since. Brandon Angel subs in for Oregon. He'll replace Kwame Evans. Angel playing with 2 fouls. And Nate Biddle's going to sub in soon for the Ducks as well as he goes to the scorer's table. Cook almost banked that one in. He missed the free throw. Fight for the rebound. It's a foul on Angel, and that's his 3rd. Well, and what's tough about 2 of Angel's 3 fouls is they're about 75 feet from the hoop the other end. He's fighting for rebounds. You can't fault effort, but Can be frustrating for a coach when they get those fouls that far from the hoop. But he'll stay out there with 3 fouls there with less than 13 to play. 53-46 Oregon, 12:42 to play. Nelson on a post-up, gives it out to Holloway left wing, long 3 off the mark. Rebound on the floor, collected by the Ducks with Bam Tracy. Give it off to Barthélemy, who walks it over the timeline. Bama is one of their last 10. Barthélemy, top of the arc. 3 ball, he's got it. Keyshawn Barthélemy came to play. He's 3 of 4 from downtown, and the Ducks have their largest lead. It's 56-46. Holloway driving the other way, and he gets to the rim for 2, laying it in for Alabama. Breaks a 7-0 Oregon run. Barthélemy coming off a season-high 16 on Wednesday. He was 3 of 4 from downtown in that game as well. Ducks up 8. Angel drives inside, goes glass, and he missed it. No foul called. There goes Bama the other way. Driving the lane, final onto the cup. Hangs in the air, missed. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Biddle, and he's fouled. Nice strong rebound by Biddle in traffic. That's his 5th board. And now we go to the media timeout. The Ducks starting to take control of this game. The Ducks were up 10, now they're up 8. They'll take that. As Oregon just continuing this strong defensive effort, holding Alabama to 25% from the field this half, 1 of 10 from 3. Duck fans, check out PizzaHut.com for great deals. No one out-pizzas the Hut. 11:49 to go, 56-48 Oregon on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community. And First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Denise McCallum. Denise's love for animals and people is boundless, caring for strays, supporting neighbors in need, and even helping animals in the Philippines during typhoons. Despite battling cancer, she remains selfless, driven by faith, and always ready to lend a hand. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Denise McCallum.
It's another exciting season of Duck basketball. Let's keep the fun going all season long by making sure everyone gets home safely. Before you start your car, always put your phone in park. That means turning notifications off, putting both hands on the wheel, and keeping your eyes on the road ahead. Because distracted driving puts everyone at risk. That's why it's illegal in Oregon. So don't let a fun day end badly, and let's all get there safely. Park your phone. It's the way to go. A reminder from ODOT. When you stay healthy, you can play to win. Optum Oregon is here to keep Duck fans in championship form. They offer affordable, quality care that's easy to access. Their lineup includes primary specialty and immediate care, plus innovative virtual care options when you're short on time. It's everything you need to feel your best. Optum is here for Duck fans and for Oregon. Learn more at OptumWinningPlay.com. That's OPTUM winningplay.com.
56-48, Oregon leads Alabama. 11:49 to play in this Players Era Festival Championship. The Ducks looking to stay unbeaten and get their biggest win yet, beating Texas A&M and San Diego State in this tournament so far. It's an Alabama team top 10 in the nation and coming off a Final Four last season. Oregon outscoring Alabama 17-9 in this second half, holding Bama to 25% from the field through the first 8+ minutes of this half. The Ducks at 42% and getting to the line. Oregon is 5 of 6 from the stripe, all from Supreme Cook. 3 trips to the free throw line for him. Another balanced effort for Oregon. 4 players with at least 9 points. Bamba, Cook, Biddle, and Barthélemy. And it's Oregon ball moving left to right in front of us out of the timeout. The Ducks in their yellow uniforms in this tournament championship a couple days after Thanksgiving in Vegas. Barthélemy off a screen from Biddle with it up top. Bounce pass to Biddle. Takes one bounce, pump fakes, powers it up. No! And a rebound for Grant Nelson. He was looking for a foul there. He was looking towards the ref with his hand up, but didn't get the whistle, and it's Alabama ball. Crimson Tide with it, down 8, 11-20 left. Left wing, catch and shoot 3. Stevenson swishes it in. Alabama with 5 points in a row. And Bama now 8 of 29 from 3, really letting them fly. Part of their MO, and it usually works for them. 11:04 to play, and a foul called against Bama on the perimeter. Aiden Holloway, a little too much pressure on Shellstad. And it's the fifth foul. Actually, that's the sixth foul, the half on Bama. So the Ducks in the bonus, the final 11:04. Oregon's committed 4 here in this second half. Angel has the ball up top, playing with 3 fouls. Gives it to Shellstad up top. Now drifting towards the right wing. It's a man-to-man defense of Alabama. Angel picked up his dribble, gives it to Tracy up top. 6 on the shot clock. Tracy hesitates, drives, hangs, lays it in. Bam, Tracy late in the shot clock, slashes and scores. And it's 58-51 Oregon. 10:38 to play. Left wing Holloway up to Nelson. Now to Sears on the right wing. He drives the lane. Dishes to Omori. His jam is no good, but he's fouled. Nearly a massive poster there for Omori, but couldn't finish it through the contact. And the foul's against Tracy. A nice drive and dish by Sears to give Omori a chance at the free throw line. Omori 62% at the line this season. It's the first trip to the line this half for the Crimson Tide. And Omori sticks it 58-52 with 10:32 to play. The Ducks lost to Bama last season in the non-conference matchup in Florida, 99-91. Second free throw, no good, and Biddle's got the rebound. This year, Dana Altman talked to him earlier today. He said, hopefully we can keep this game in the 70s in regulation, a little lower scoring. Feels like a pretty high-scoring game, but the Ducks are ahead. Biddle driving inside, he's fouled. And that will be free throws for Nate Biddle. Shellstad with a little pocket pass at the free throw line to Biddle, and he was able to drive and initiate the contact. Drew the foul on Omori, his second. So Nate Biddle with a 1-and-1 opportunity as the foul was on the floor. Biddle 86% from the line this season. He drains the first. It's 59-52 Ducks. Career 69% free throw shooter, just growing more and more at the line as his career has gone on. And the senior got them both. Oregon 10 of 13 from the line in this game. And it's 60-52 Ducks. 10:15 to play. Holloway with the ball in the left wing with Shellstad defending. Bounce it down to Nelson, left short corner. Looks towards the middle. Takes one bounce, go to Holloway. Catch and shoot 3. Got it. Holloway flashed to the top and then got a screen. Went back to the left wing. Caught the pass and let it fly, and he's able to knock it down. Holloway with his second made 3, and it's 60-55. 9:52 to play. Oregon with the ball and the lead. Shellstad with the ball right wing. Being checked closely by Holloway. Back up to Tracy. Off a Biddle screen. Tracy, pull up, mid-range J. Missed it long. Omori with a rebound. Off to Sears. Races into the front court. Bartholomew waiting for him. Sears gets downhill to the rim. The dish to Stevenson. Corner 3. He's got it. Alabama with 3 made 3s in a row. And it's 60-58. And Oregon needs a timeout. The Crimson Tide coming alive from downtown. 10 made 3s for an Alabama team that has no fear and no problem shooting a lot of those 3s. Nate Oates likes his team taking those, and you can see why with the prolific shooters they have. 60-58, another media timeout. Oregon still ahead, but now only by 2 with 9:22 to play in the Players Era Championship on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Everything you need, from milk, eggs, fresh meat, and produce, and much more. Delivered right to your car. No need to leave the car or stand in line. And the best part, your groceries will be ready for pickup in just a few hours. Shop, drive up, and go at Safeway.com.
It's been so long. How have you been?
Hello, I'm doing well.
Dave, why are you talking that way?
Please say 1 for a compliment or 2 for a question.
Yeah, this is weird. I think I'm going to go.
Talking with an automated phone tree can feel pretty ridiculous. That's why when you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll get a real person to answer all your important questions.
Pacific Source Health Plans? This is a real person. How can I help you?
Human service, not automated phone trees. Find a plan at PacificSourceMembersFirst.com.
Before watching the big game in the arena next to strangers turned into cheering for the home team with new friends, someone had to bring aloha. Kona Big Wave, bring the aloha.
Copyright 2024 Kona Brewing Co. St. Louis, Missouri. 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Dear Autumn Leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
Come on now, come on now, come on now.
9:22 to play. 60-58 our score. Oregon leads Alabama, but the Crimson Tide have scored 6 points in a row with a couple of threes. The Ducks were defending the three-point line so well. Alabama able to get free and get a couple really good looks. They got one from Holloway, and they got one from Stevenson. You also got to give some credit to their point guard, Mark Sears, setting up a couple of those really nice looks from three in this second half. He has 7 points now and 4 assists. And Alabama has 18 assists on their 21 made shots. Oregon was 16 on their 23 makes. So both teams setting the table for one another really well. Ducks with the ball up 2, 9:20 to play out of the timeout. Barthelemy comes off a Biddle screen. Up top to Angel. Goes to the left side off to Shellstat. Now into Bamba on a post-up against a zone look defensively on the left block. Bamba turns the corner and draws a foul on Stevenson. Bamba with a nice physical post-up. Turned to his left, and Stevenson essentially had to foul to stop what would have been an easy shot there for TJ Bamba. He's playing with 3 fouls, as is Brandon Angel on the floor for Oregon. The Ducks also with Barthelemy, Shellstat, and Biddle out there with 9:05 left. Bamba, good on the first free throw. He has 10 points. Coming off a season high on Wednesday, 22. And he missed the second. A little long, and it rimmed out. 61-58 Oregon, 9 minutes to play. Getting downhill, Holloway trying to get to the rim, but Biddle's there to meet him. He drifts back outside the three-point line, but he wants 3 over Biddle. Off the mark. Great contest by the 7 feet Biddle. It was an air ball, and then Oregon committed a foul. Sometimes those air balls can be tough because even if you're not in position, or even if you are in position, you're anticipating a bounce. And if it just goes towards the baseline, as it did there, catch you off guard. And that happened to Angel. He had to kind of hold Alabama, and that's 4 fouls on Brandon Angel. He'll sub out of the game. Kwame Evans in for him. Give it into Stevenson, right wing, and he hits a 3. This caught Oregon sleeping. Inbound to Stevenson. He let it fly and nailed it. Stevenson came into this game with 2 made threes on this season, and he's 3 of 3. He was 2 of 20 coming into this game. 61 all. Biddle drives inside, and he's fouled. He was on a post-up on the block, turned around, and was essentially tripped. So Nate Biddle to the line to shoot 2. So let me say that again. Coming in, Jaron Stevenson, 2 of 20 from 3 on the season through 7 games. In this game, he's 3 for 3. It's not like Oregon didn't know the scouting report. It's just give credit to Stevenson. He's shooting well today. 61 all with 8:35 to play. Nate Biddle at the line shooting 2. He's got 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists in this game. And he's pure on the first free throw. 62-61 Ducks. Mohamed Diabate subs in for Bama, replacing Omori. And Biddle missed the second long. Rebound in there for Diabate in Alabama. Give it back to Sears in the backcourt. Jogs it over the timeline. Out on the left wing. Give it off to Nelson. Turns to face. He's being guarded by Evans. Now back to the basket. Left free throw line extended to the line. He dishes back outside to Diabate. Takes one bounce towards the wing and hands it off to Philon. Drives middle of the key. He's past the right side. Is knocked away. Tracked down in the corner. Shot clock at 5 to Nelson. Little floater. Got it. Nice hustle play by Diabate. He tracked down a loose ball and then dished it off to Nelson, who was cutting to the rim, who then made the shot. Grant Nelson averaging 14 a game. That's just his second make. He has 4 points. Bama with the lead again. 63-62 with 7:50 left. Biddle with the ball up top for Oregon. Takes one dribble and hands it off to Bamba, who drives the lane to the block. Back outside to Evans. Pump fake. Now to Bamba, right wing. Fakes, drives to the rim. Layup no good. Rebound loose. Sears has it for Alabama. Sprints it in the front court. Bartholomew waiting for him. Sears in traffic. Off to Diabate. Pump fake, block, and a foul call. Biddle with the rejection, but Tag with a foul. That's his second. And Diabate will have 2 free throws on the other side of this media timeout. 7:29 to play. Oregon hasn't hit a shot in more than 3 minutes. Bama with the momentum. They've made 5 of their last 6. It's like a pendulum. Basketball is a game of runs, right? It's a cliche, but it's true. Right now, it's Alabama on the run. They're up 63-62. 7:29 to play. Back after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Your home for Oregon hoops.
Blocks him again. He hits it and he's fouled. Follows and slams.
This is Duck Basketball from Learfield.
Do I want to bet on tonight's game?
Hell yeah. Who are you? The Fireball Dragon at this bet needs some balls.
Tattoo time.
Like your rivalry with Fireball.
Drink responsibly. Fireball whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor, 21 to 33% alcohol by volume. As our company, Louisville, Kentucky.
A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow. You sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Alabama 63, Oregon 62, 7:29 to play in this Players Era Festival championship game in Vegas. Chris Clayton here with you, filling in for Joey Mack, who's with the Oregon football team broadcast crew as the Ducks beat the Washington Huskies earlier today, 49-21. Ducks basketball here, trying to make it a perfect day. Oregon led by as many as 10 in this second half. It was 56-46. Bama, with their largest lead, was at 7 late in the first half. Out of the media timeout, it's Jaron Stevenson at the line shooting two. He drew a foul against Nate Biddle. And he hits the first free throw. What a game for Stevenson. He has 10 points. Came in averaging just over 4 points per game. Sophomore, who's a bench player last year, averaged 5. Having one of his best games here today as he makes the second free throw. It's 65-62 Alabama with 7:28 to play. Oregon hasn't made a shot in 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and they've got it here with Bartholomew up top. A hot hand today with a team-high 13 points to Evans right wing. Looking towards the middle, off to Bartholomew. Working on the defense of Mark Sears. Right side to Bamba, to the free throw line. Back to Evans, and it's a turnover. The pass is a little high and behind Evans, who wasn't able to catch it. That's only the third Oregon turnover. But it's all Alabama right now in terms of the momentum. The Ducks have a press on out of the timeout. They get it into Philon. Just kind of a soft press to slow down the ball. Philon works it over the timeline, working on Shellstat. Trying to drive, closed off. He dishes, and it's knocked away by Evans, but collected by Philon. You got Kwame Evans defending him out on the right wing. Looking towards the middle, off a couple screens. Thought about the long three, but now he drives to the rim. Left-hand layup good. LeBaron Philon, the freshman, with 15 points to lead Alabama. And it's 67-62. Number 9, Crimson Tide have scored 6 points in a row. Up top, Evans for Oregon, trying to drive on Nelson. Dishes out to Barthélemy left wing. He'll take a contested three. Got it! Barthélemy cannot miss. 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. He's got 16 in back-to-back games. Man, Oregon needed that. 67-65 Bama. 6:17 to play. Diabate driving, stopping, spinning, shot off the mark. Nelson missed a putback. Rebound, Cook. Rather, that's Bamba for Oregon in the front court to the rim. Bamba lays it in. We are tied. 67 all with 6 minutes to play. Bamba cleared the glass, took it all the way to the rim for 2. On the left wing, Philon working on Shellstad. Comes off a screen. Stays on Shellstad. Looking inside, now goes up top to Sears with Bamba defending. Sears off a screen. Step back 3. Missed it short. Evans rebound for the Ducks. Gives it off to Barthélemy. Works it over the timeline. Whips a pass to Shellstad. Left wing 3 ball. Oh, off the mark. Just rolled out. A little off to the right. Rebound Alabama to Sears. Crossover. Gets in the key. Stripped by Shellstad. What a play. Ducks have numbers. It's a 3-on-2. Barthélemy dishes back to Shellstad, and Oregon will slow it down. Half court set now. Give it into Cook on a post up. Middle of the key. Back out to Barthélemy. 67 all. 5:12 left. Bamba has it up top. Steps into a 3. Off the mark. Long out of his hand and hit off the backboard and the heel of the rim. Alabama clears the glass. They've got the ball with Sears on the right wing. Drives the lane, hangs in the air, layup good and 1. Strong finish for Mark Sears. 2 of 11 from the field before that shot. Oregon defending him so well, but he was able to jump stop and have a powerful take in the middle of the key. Make it through the contact. Kwame Evans subs out for Oregon. Brandon Angel in for him. Angel in there with those 4 fouls. He's been limited to 14 minutes of this game so far. 69-67 Alabama, 4:58 left. And Sears hits the free throw. He's an 80% free throw shooter, 3 of 3 today. Holloway will come in now for Alabama. He'll replace Sears. The Ducks also bringing Tracy onto the floor. So it's Tracy, Angel, Barthélemy, Supreme Cook, and TJ Bamba in there. Tracy's got the ball, and he gives it off to Barthélemy up top. Goes off the screen. Trying to drive, stops, bounce pass, middle of the key. Cook turns and jams. Oh, my. Nice pass by Barthélemy. And Cook with the strong positioning turned around and powered it in with 2 hands. 70-69. 4:26 to play. Bama up 1 with the ball. Nelson up top. Fakes. Drives. Left-hand layup is good for Grant Nelson. Very versatile big man. And 6'11", able to do some damage off the dribble there. And it's 72-69 Bama. 4:10 left. Left wing Angel. Driving, bounce pass middle of the key, stolen away. It's a turnover. Diabate has it, and a foul against the Ducks. Alabama's in the bonus. TJ Bamba picked up a foul near midcourt. And that's 4 fouls on TJ Bamba. 72-69 Alabama leads with 4:04 left, and they're at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. It was the 9th team foul against the Ducks. Omori will sub in, replacing Nelson for Bama. They've got Omori, Stevenson, Diabate, Philon, and Holloway on the floor. The Ducks going with Supreme Cook, Bamba, Angel, Tracy, and Barthélemy. 1 free throw, or 1-and-1, I should say, for Diabate, and he rattles in the first. Mohamed Diabate, now 12 of 13 from the line this season. He makes it 73-69 Alabama. The lefty takes 3 bounces, spins the ball in his hand. And hit them both. 74-69. Sub in for the Crimson Tide. Jaron Stevenson in, replacing Holloway. Ball into Barthélemy. Working on Philon at midcourt. Drifts out to the wing and gives it off to Bamba. Turns the face, jabs, drives to the free throw line. Hand off to Barthélemy off the screen, hangs in the air, goes glass, miss, a foul called. That's on Darion Reed. 2 free throws on the way for Keyshawn Barthélemy. Chance to set a new season high. He is 16, trying to cut into this deficit. Alabama 74, Oregon 69 with 3:50 left. With health plans for individuals, families, employers, and Medicare eligibles, Pacific Source does what's right, not just what's required. Final 3:50 in a close game. 74-69 Alabama next on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Dear autumn leaves, you won't be covering roads alone this season. Take on fall in the powerful Toyota Tundra or tackle trails in a Tacoma. Head to Toyota.com for more info. Toyota, let's go places.
Okay, you say, I want some breakfast. Your so-called boyfriend says, we got eggs in the fridge. Obviously, when you say breakfast, you mean McDonald's. Definitely a side-eye situation.
And now it's a BOGO situation with buy one, get one for $1 on sausage McMuffin, burritos, hash browns, and more. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza.
Thank you. But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Before halftime, beers turned into a tough nail biter, and before cheering for opposing teams turned into unexpected friendships, someone had to bring the 6-pack of Kona Big Wave. Kona Big Wave, bring the aloha. Copyright 2024 Kona Brewing Co., St. Louis, Missouri. 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Coming out of the final media timeout. 3:50 to play here in Las Vegas. Alabama 74, Oregon 69. Chris Clayton here with you from MGM Grand Garden Arena. All right, thanks to Slocum. Duck basketball brought to you by Slocum Center. 58 years as the Ducks official team doctors. Thanks to Zach DeBozart back in our OSN studio as well. Getting us on the air here for this crucial non-conference matchup for both teams. Alabama, a sluggish start offensively to the second half. The Oregon defense was in lockdown mode, but they have come around, and they're leading the second half now, 35-30. But the Ducks are at the line, shooting 2 with Keyshawn Barthélemy, and he's pure on the first. It's 74-70. Barthélemy with a new season high 17 points. And he goes 2 for 2. He also has 4 assists. 74-71, 3:49 to play. Sears with it in the backcourt against an Oregon press, lobs it up to Nelson, who jogs it over the timeline. Working on the defensive Tracy, posting up, get in the middle of the keys, triple team, whips a pass out to nobody, to the front row. It's a turnover. Physical defense from the Ducks, and Nelson got himself in a bad situation, couldn't get out of it. It's Alabama's 14th turnover, only 5 on Oregon. And Oregon will sub in Bamba for Evans. So it's Bamba, Shellstad, Tracy, Biddle, and Barthélemy on the floor for the Ducks. Shellstad works it over the timeline, working on the defense of Aiden Holloway. Now off to Tracy, hand off to Bamba, wheels it back to Shellstad, off a Biddle screen. Shellstad pull up, thought about the jumper, but gives it back to Tracy outside the arc. Working on the defense of Stevenson. Tracy drives, got to get rid of it. He picked up his dribble, stolen away by Sears, and he's able to straddle the sideline and save it into Grant Nelson. So it's an Oregon turnover, and Alabama has it in the front court. Holloway in the corner with it. Working on Biddle, trying to drive baseline. Nothing there. Drifts outside to the opposite corner. Gives it off to Nelson. He drives inside. Hangs and dishes off to Diabate. Layup no good. Biddle with the rebound for Oregon. He rips it out of traffic and gives it off to Bamba. 74-71 Alabama, 2:47 left. Bamba drives, dishes off to Biddle. Foul on the floor. But that's a double bonus for Oregon. So the Ducks have an opportunity at the line, shooting a pair with Nate Biddle, who is 3 of 4 from the line in this game. What a game for Biddle. Picked up a couple pretty early fouls, but he's been clean since, and what a great game. 13 points and 7 rebounds. Drains the free throw, make it 14 and 7. Mookie Cook will sub in, replacing Bamba, who has 4 fouls. So Dana Altman and the coaching staff doing their best to make offense for defense subs and keep DJ Bamba clean. Do not want him to pick up a 5th foul on defense. Biddle, second free throw, is good. Oregon has scored 4 points in a row at the line. It's 74-73 Bama with 2:45 left. Oregon still with the press on. Cook defending the inbounder Stevenson. They get into Sears. He's trapped in the corner. He dribbled once. He slips through, and he gets rid of it to Stevenson. Works it in the front court with Cook right on him. Now the Holloway up top. Barthélemy defending him against the Oregon man-to-man defense. Now on the right wing, Nelson spins, drives, fouled. So Grant Nelson with Alabama the bonus will have 2 free throws. That's the 10th Oregon foul. The fouls against Tracy. That's his 2nd. Well, look, 2:27 left. We talked to Dana Altman earlier today, and he said that he hopes his team can keep it in the 70s in regulation. He said if it's like last year, 99-91, that's usually really a formula where Alabama comes out on top. He said that's not us playing in the 90s. He wants to keep it lower, and Oregon's done that. Nelson hits the first free throw. 75-73 tied. Oregon subs in Shellstad and Angel. They also have Biddle, Bamba, and Barthélemy on the floor. Second free throw for Nelson is in and out. Biddle's got the rebound. Ducks down 2 with the ball. 2:23 left. Barthélemy will set up the offense. Trots it over midcourt. Gives it to Angel up top. Looking left. Give it off to Shellstad left wing with Holloway defending. Into Biddle on a post-up. Omori defends. Biddle spins left, and that's a foul. Just a quick spin by Biddle, and Omori pushed him. There was no shot attempt. He just shoved him, and that's what we've seen a lot the last few minutes. Both teams fouling a lot. I mean, you see a game like this where both teams want it so bad. The physicality is there, and the officials are calling it close. They've been consistent. Biddle to shoot 2. He's got a chance to tie the game. And the first is good. Oregon subs in Bam Tracy, and there's that offense for defense as Bamba goes out with 4 fouls. Brandon Angel also playing with 4 fouls. He'll stay on the floor. So they'll risk Angel playing defense with 4 fouls, but they want to keep Bamba safe for right now. Biddle with a chance to tie the game with 2:09 left. The free throw is in there. 75 all with 2:09 left. Oregon still with that press on. Stevenson to throw it in with Angel waving his arms right in front. Get it into Sears in the corner. This is what they want. They trap him in the corner. Bounces to Stevenson, but a quick pass up ahead to Nelson, and Alabama beats the trapping press. Out on the left wing with 2 minutes left. Shellstad with an on-ball rip. He's got it to Tracy, to Shellstad ahead of the pack. Blocked on the layup. Goaltend. Count the bucket for Shellstad. It will review it with 1:55 to play. As it stands, it's 77-75 Ducks. Shellstad with a steal and the layup. Grant Nelson, who's 6'11", as you'd imagine, had kind of a high dribble because he's tall. Shellstad is listed at 6 feet tall, so he's closer to the ball, and he's able to get a hand on it and get a steal. And watching the replay, that is close. I really wanted to say that's definitely a goaltend, but I caught myself after watching that. That is really close. It is not envy the officials here. Almost simultaneous. Whew. Oregon basketball brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. All right, here's they got a camera that's behind the backboard to give us a good look here. Oh, man, I still don't know. The ball literally came up to the camera lens, and you still can't really tell. Well, if you're an Oregon fan, you're hoping they stick with the call on the floor because it was so close. But if you're an Alabama fan, I think you got a strong argument that that was simultaneous ball and glass, and it was a clean block. Certainly a great hustle play by Jaron Stevenson, who raced back and got close to a block. Very athletic, 6'11" sophomore Stevenson able to race back into the picture. And they're looking at this play over and over, and I don't blame them. It is so close. And I think they might be overturning this based on what we're seeing here. Our officials, Paul Zelk, Terry Oglesby, and James Breeding, they have convened away from the replay monitor. They're out on the MGM Grand Garden Arena logo having a conversation. I mean, my take on it, honestly, watching the replay, I've watched it probably 19 times now. I really think it was simultaneous. I think the ball hit the glass and it was blocked at the same moment. On the floor, though, it was called a goaltend. So I think arguably by rule is a clean block, but it's so close. Do you overturn this? And I think that's the discussion for the officials here. Is there enough to overturn it? Maybe there is. It's a crucial play here. It's 77-75 Oregon with 1:55 left. Alabama hasn't made a shot in 2 minutes and 26 seconds. The Ducks are on an 8-1 run unless they wave this off. Whew, what a game. 43% from the field for both teams. The Ducks have made 5 threes at 29%. Alabama 11 made threes on 34 attempts. And they count the bucket. Layup good for Shellstad. It is a goaltend. Oregon 77, Alabama 75 with 1:55 left. The sophomore from Westland with a steal and layup off the Tracy pass to give the Ducks the lead. Wow. Get it into Sears for Alabama looking to answer. The 9th-ranked Crimson Tide in Oregon playing for the second year in a row. Holloway comes off a screen out to the left wing. Shellstad on him to Sears right wing. He'll take a long three. Missed it short. Barthelemy got the rebound for the Ducks. 1:38 left. Oregon ahead by 2 with possession. Lockdown Oregon defense continues. No made shots in 3 minutes in crunch time for Alabama. Tracy with the ball right wing. Up top to Shellstad against a pressure man-to-man defense of Bama. Off a screen. Now back up to Tracy. Top of the key. Now to Shellstad. Dashes, drives, free throw line, lost the handle. It's a turnover. And here goes Sears the other way. Down the middle of the key. The kick to the corner. Stevenson 3. Air ball. Rebound, Angel. Stevenson made his first 3 threes. That time he airballed it. And Oregon's got the rebound. Get it over the timeline with Barthelemy with 58 seconds. Timeout, Oregon. 20 on the shot clock. And the Ducks, knowing the importance of this possession, wanted to take a timeout and make sure they get a clean, quality look here if they can. Another gritty, gutsy Ducks performance. Oregon has trailed by 10 or more points in the second half of 3 wins this year. Now, the Ducks didn't trail by double digits this half, but they were down 5 with about 4 minutes left against number 9 Alabama. Suddenly, they're up 77-75 at 58 seconds. I mean, this team just has a toughness and an edge to them. It's one thing to have physical toughness. We can see that. But mental toughness shows itself with this Oregon team, with their come-from-behind victories. Alabama hit a flurry of threes, as they do, one of the best scoring teams in the country. And Oregon kept their composure and have the ball up by 2. Dana Altman and the Ducks trying to stay perfect. A 7-0 start to the season and win a Players Era championship. It's a loaded field. Number 6, Houston in the field. Texas A&M ranked. Rutgers, Notre Dame, Creighton. I mean, these are top-tier programs. And Oregon, maybe 58 seconds away from winning the championship. At worst, they'll be second place. But at this point, it would be heartbreaking second place. See if they can hang on. Here we go, out of the timeout. Oregon will inbound with Tracy right in front of the Oregon bench. Just off to the right of it a little bit. They also have Barthélemy, Angel, Biddle, and Bamba on the floor. Bamba and Angel have played extensive minutes with 4 fouls. And they'll play it out down the stretch with 4. Tracy gets it into Barthélemy in the backcourt. Shot clock at 17, game clock at 55. To Biddle up top, looking left. Trying to get it to Bamba, but he's being denied. They got to go to Barthélemy with 8 on the shot clock. He's still near midcourt, off a ball screen. Barthélemy stops, floater. Yes! Barthélemy floats it in. 79-75 Oregon with 42 seconds. Timeout Alabama. What a time for a season high. Keyshawn Barthélemy. Now in back-to-back games, he has 20 points, 7 of 10 from the field today, and a timely bucket here in Vegas. Wow. The composure late in the shot clock, it really felt like Oregon had nothing going. I mean, Barthélemy was out near midcourt on the Players Era logo and looked up at the shot clock and saw 7 seconds, knew he had to work quickly. Came off a ball screen, got inside the right elbow, flipped up a floater, and put it down beautifully. And now the Ducks up 4 with 42 seconds. Alabama hasn't made a field goal in 3 minutes and 40 seconds. I mean, this is what Dana Altman talks about with his team, what he always wants, that toughness, that defensive mentality. And Oregon is bringing it here in this Players Era Festival. Now the Ducks trying to get a key stop down the stretch that might just do it. Still a ways to go. Alabama going to play the foul game for a while, but a stop here would be crucial. It's an Alabama team that has 6 seniors. They're the only roster in the country with 6 players with more than 1,000 career points. So my point is, Alabama has that experience and composure in their own right. They've been in these situations before. Oregon going to have to really challenge them defensively. It's an Oregon press. They get it into Philon. Works it over the timeline. Tracy on him on the right wing. Philon, left-hand dribble. Now to Sears. Comes off a screen, takes a 3, missed it short. Rebound Barthélemy, and he's fouled. Pretty good look for Sears, but a late contest, and he just missed it short. The All-American guard, Mark Sears, having a tough shooting game. Oregon has held him 1 of 11 from 3. Mark Sears with 7 made threes the last 2 games total, until matching up with his Oregon defense. Darion Reed subs in for Alabama. Oregon still with Barthélemy, Tracy, Angel, Bamba, and Biddle on the floor. 79-75 Ducks, 31 seconds left. Barthélemy shooting 2, the Ducks in the double bonus. Nothing but net on the first from Keyshawn Barthélemy. His career high is 22. He has 21 here in the Players Era Championship. What a story. Suffered an injury last year against Arizona. Missed the home stretch of the season for the Ducks. He comes back this year, and a crucial part of maybe an 8-0 Oregon team. He makes the second free throw. 81-75 at 28 seconds. Quick 3, Holloway right wing. Got it. Alabama not out of it yet. Holloway with a lot of space off the screen, and he canned the 3. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Crimson Tide. The Ducks make a mistake there. Just didn't really have any help available, as Holloway came off a screen and was wide open. 25 seconds left. Ducks up by 3. And we'll have to take care of the ball and make some free throws to close this one out. And Dana Altman visibly frustrated after that pretty clean three-point look for Aiden Holloway. He's a terrific outside shooter. For Oregon, they will be back in action coming up on Wednesday with a Big Ten matchup at USC before they head back home and take on the UCLA Bruins. So they got a couple Big Ten games coming up, and they'll have a few non-conference matchups after that. Conference play coming up soon. They're hoping to come out of it 8-0 and probably nationally ranked. If they win this, I'll guarantee they'll be nationally ranked. Even if they lose this, if somehow there's a heartbreaking loss for the Ducks, knock on wood, they will be ranked. This team is for real. Dane Altman and Oregon ahead by 3 with 25 seconds. Out of the timeout, Brandon Angel will throw it in against the Alabama press. Diabate defending the ball. He runs the baseline, gets it into Barthélemy. Trapped, bounce pass to Angel, takes one dribble, lost it, taken away. Steal, Sears is fouled. 20 seconds. Mark Sears took it away from Angel and then drew a foul. And Angel is fouled out. And now it's getting interesting. Mark Sears at the line shooting 2. He's 3 of 3 at the line today, 80% of the season, 86% in his career. So Angel goes out, Biddle in. Tracy, Shellstad, Bamba, and Barthélemy also on the floor for Oregon. Sears, the first of 2 free throws. Good. 81-79 Oregon, 20 seconds. Sears missed the second, in and out. Oh, offensive rebound, Diabate, and he's fouled. 81-79, and Diabate is going to the line to shoot 2. Sears' free throw popped in and out, and Mohamed Diabate will go to the line shooting 2. 2 of 2 at the line today, and he's only missed 1 free throw this season. He's been the best free throw shooter on the team this year, 13 of 14 from the stripe. 81-79 Oregon with 18 seconds. Bama hit a 3, then they got a steal, then they get an offensive rebound, and they can tie the game. Diabate takes a few bounces, spins the ball in his hand. Lefty free throw, got it. 81-80. Grant Nelson subs in, Holloway goes out. Preparing for a defensive possession, Alabama going a bit bigger. Diabate can tie the game at the line with 18 seconds. Sophomore from Queens, New York. Diabate got it. 81 all. 6 points in a row for Alabama with 18.1 left. Bama still has their press on. See if Oregon can handle it. They get it into Barthélemy. He's in the corner. Working on the defense of Diabate. Now the press backs off. 11 seconds left. Barthélemy gets it over midcourt. 8 seconds. Drives to the rim. He's got room. Layup. No. Biddle put back jam. Oh, Biddle slammed it in off the rebound. Oregon leads with 4.4 left. Oh, Biddle. Barthélemy able to turn the corner, and I think he kind of realized, whoa, there's nobody in the key. I'm going to attack. The help defense came. Biddle was all by himself. He caught it off the glass and jammed it in. What a play by Biddle. Left in the air. The ball went backboard and actually tipped off the rim. That easily could have thrown Biddle off, but he reached back, grabbed it with the right, took it with 2 hands, and slammed it in to give Oregon an 83-81 lead with 4.4 to play. Wow. Barthélemy attracting so much attention. There were 4 white uniforms around Barthélemy by the time he attempted that layup. And again, Biddle just crashed the glass, as bigs are taught to do. When a guard attacks the rim like that, get after the boards. And Biddle did it, hammered it in, and Oregon's up 2 with 4.5 left. They put a tenth of a second on. 4.5 to play. Bama will inbound the ball. You got to think they're going to go to their All-American, Mark Sears, if they can get him the ball, that is. They're in their own backcourt. They got to go the full length of the court to get a look here, and they have no timeouts. They do get it into Sears. Tracy defending him. Gets it over the timeline. Sears to the rim, to Nelson. No shot. The layup is good, but it's late. They're going to review it, but I think Oregon's won this game. 83-81. Pending review, the Ducks win the Players Era Championship, taking down number 9 Alabama. The replay, yes, no shot. The Ducks have won it. Oregon takes down Alabama. How good are these Ducks? It wasn't pretty down the stretch. Alabama made it interesting, but Oregon gets the key putback slam from Nate Biddle. And to have two key players, Keyshawn Barthelemy matches career high 22, and Nate Biddle, the game-winning slam, he had 19 points and 9 boards, were two players that suffered heartbreaking injuries last year that kept them off the court extensively. They come back, and they're key cogs in Oregon's dramatic victory over Alabama to take the Players Era Championship. Wow. So they are still reviewing this. It's official. No shot. Oregon wins. Nate Biddle put back